let's review our properties a little bit. Okay, if I have two things that are across from each other with the same base, so 3 to the second times 3 to the fourth, what do? Add the exponents, and I get 3 to the who? 6, yep. Huh? Well, and that's what we're going to talk about. And that's kind of the main thing that we're going to do today, is the one where we multiply. If I have 3 to the second to the fourth, so now I don't have two separate bases. Okay, now I've got a power, I call it a power to a power. Okay, now we multiply. So in this case, I get 3 to the eighth. Okay, if I have 3 to the 0 power, I get 1. Okay, and then this one was the hard one. If I have 3 to the negative 2, because this is the one that most of us, I think, had the hardest time with, what do I have to make? I have to make a fraction. I have to go 1 over 3 to the second, yep, and then I could figure that out, which would be 1 over 9. Okay, but today, we're going to concentrate on this guy. Okay? So, yeah, all that good stuff, whatever. Okay, so go to these guys on the bottom of the page. 4 to the second to the third gives me 4 to the sixth. This guy gives me d to the ninth. Good. Okay, I have z to the, m to the 40th. How about this one? Okay, so x to the negative 14. Can I leave it like that? No. 1 over x to the 14th. We should be taking notes, at least pretending, so that you're at least on the same page as I am, so that I don't yell at you. Okay? Now, some of them are going to have fractions, and that's okay, because we know how to do fractions on our calculators, right? Okay, so in parentheses, we've got 1/4. So in parentheses, parenthesis 1 divided by 4, parenthesis, times negative 6 gives us r to the fraction. So negative 3/2. Now can I have a negative exponent? Nope. So this turns into so 1 over r to the 3/2. Okay. You guys have one more on there? Oh, no. Okay, so this guy, 4 times what gives me 8? 2. Dylan, why are you talking while I'm talking? Doesn't happen. All right, now, this is the part that we have to really pay attention to. Okay, because sometimes I think we're going to miss some of these. Okay, when I have more than one thing inside my parentheses, and then I have an exponent on the outside of it, what do I have to do? I have to hook that exponent onto everything in there. Okay, so I've got to hook it onto my negative 6, so I get negative 6 squared, times 5 squared, What is negative 6 squared? No. Think about it. It means negative 6 times negative 6. No, it's positive 36. Okay, remember we talked about it when you're putting it into your calculator. This has got to go into parentheses for it to give you the correct answer. You do. Well, we will. But we did. I see what you're talking about here. Let's see if we get the same answer. Okay, so 36 times what's 5 squared? 25 equals 900. Okay, Christian said, let's try what we did yesterday. Let's multiply our coefficients. And we get negative 30. Add our exponents. 4. Put that in parentheses, negative 30 to the 4th power. $8,100. Like that? Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Alright, this guy. What do I have? So, how many things am I going to have to hook that 3 onto? How many things? 3 things. There's 3 things inside my parentheses. It's got to be hooked onto 3 things. So I've got to go 4 to the 3rd power, y to the 3rd power, z to the 3rd power. I have to figure out what this is. Okay, so that's part of simplifying. So what do I get there? So 64, Christian, you need to stop. Okay, if it happens again, you're going to end up in the office. We've had this discussion. Okay, next one. Yeah, that's all you can do. Okay, because this, everything is different. You've got a number, and my y's and my z's aren't the same basis. Manning, question? Yep. Okay, I'll look at that. Thank you. Okay, so this one. How many things does that power of 3 have to get to? 2. There's how many things are inside my parentheses? 2, a 7 and an m. Okay, so it's got to get going to 2 different parts. So it's going to be 7 to the 3rd, m to the 27th, because we've got to multiply those. So 7 to the 3rd is what? What? 343. M to the 27th would be my answer. Okay, this one? What are we doing? What do we get? 2 to the negative 4th. Z to the negative 4th. Can I have negative exponents? No. What happens with both of these? 1 over, no, you said over 1. That's totally different. Okay, so 1 over 2 to the 4th, z to the 4th. Do I have a number to an exponent? So figure out what it is. What's my 2 to the 4th? So 1 over 16 z to the 4th would be my answer. Okay, let's distribute this one. We get 3 to the negative 2, g to the negative 8. They're both negative, so they both have to go what? They both have to go to the bottom of a fraction. So 1 over, what is my 3 to the 2nd? 9, g to the positive 8th. Once it moves to the bottom, it becomes positive. We're going to save these last couple for next period. No.